Hi, welcome back to Feel Food Factor. Today I'm going to show you an instant sambar which can be made in 20 minutes, and this does not require any dal or tamarind extract. So I've used kohlrabi for this, or called nool kohl. It belongs to the radish family. So I've peeled and cut them into small cubes like this. I've taken small onions or shallots and then curry leaves and one small onion, two tomatoes, then 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of methi seeds, 2 tablespoons of dhania and few red chilies, and 2 tablespoons of dry coconut, or you can also use fresh coconut. I was running out of fresh coconut, so I used dry, and then 2 tablespoons of dalia or roasted chana. I'll use 4 or 5 of black pepper corns, and also I'm going to take some garlic, like about 4 pods of garlic. Now I'm heating up a pan and I'm going to prepare the masala. So for that I've added 1 teaspoon of oil, and once the oil is hot enough, then I'm going to add in all the dry masalas that I've mentioned earlier, like the dhania, the coriander seeds, the cumin seeds, methi seeds, peppercorns, and then the red chilies. All the dry ingredients go in it first. So we're going to roast them on very low flame, because they tend to burn very easily, so make sure that the flame is on low. So we need to roast them until they turn nice and red color, and make sure that the chilies don't turn brown or black at all, because that's what gives a very nice color to your masala paste. Once there is a nice aroma coming out, I'm going to add in one small onion. I've roughly diced them into pieces, and I'm going to fry them for a minute or so. So once it starts sizzling, that's when I'm going to add in garlic and curry leaves. I'm using half of the curry leaves here, and the rest half will go into the tadka. So once the onions are also nice and they turn translucent, and also the garlic gets cooked a little bit, that's when I'm going to add in tomatoes. So here I have taken 2 large tomatoes. So I'm adding only 1 tomato here, and another tomato will go into the sambar. So for the masala I'm using only 1 tomato, 1 large, and also I've added some turmeric. So I will let the tomatoes cook until they turn soft. In the meanwhile, what I did was I toasted some coconut, because I'm using a dry coconut here. I'm toasting it. Otherwise, if you're using fresh coconut instead of the dry, you can skip this process. The reason I'm toasting is because it gives a very nice unique smell. A nice sweet flavor is released off the coconut if it is toasted like this. I do not want it to change color, because if it changes color, the taste of the entire masala paste will become so different. It does not taste like a sambar masala. So now that my tomatoes have also turned a little bit soft, I'm going to add in the toasted coconut here. And after adding the toasted coconut, I'll also add the roasted chana dal or the dalia. So after adding those, I will put the lid on, and I let the tomatoes and the dal cook until the tomatoes turn nice and mushy. So it will take about 5 minutes for the masala to get soft enough. So I'm going to put the lid on, and on another stove I've put a different pan. So I've added a little bit of coconut oil here, like about 2 tablespoons. You can use any oil of your choice. Now once the oil is hot enough, I'm going to add in mustard seeds. I'll wait for the mustard seeds to splutter, and once they splutter, I'm going to add in the cumin seeds as well. So this is the sambar tadka here. I prefer doing it before itself, so that all the tadka flavors will be infused with the veggies that we add to the sambar. So you can also do the tadka at the end if you prefer to. And I've added some hing also. And now I'm adding the shallots, or the small sambar onions that we call it, and also curry leaves. And I don't want the onions to be like any brown color or anything like that. We just want the onions to be tossed in the oil for a bit. And then I'm going to add in the cut nool kol or kol rabi that we call. I've added those pieces, and I will let this also toss in the oil for a few minutes, maybe for 2 or 3 minutes, because the tossing them in oil, it releases a very nice flavor. It will give a light brown color to the vegetables. I prefer it that way. I've added a little bit of salt here, and I'll add more salt at the end while I add the masala paste. So now the masala is all ready. I'm going to make a paste once it's cooled down. So I will wait until it cools down. I'm checking back on the veggies and I'm adding some water to it now. So after adding water, I will put the lid on and let it cook for about 10 minutes. I'm going to cook it only for halfway through. And after 10 minutes, I'm going to add in the tomato. Earlier I said I'm using only one tomato for the paste. So the other tomato is going in now. So after adding the tomatoes, I will not put the lid on, just let it cook for a 2 or 3 minutes. And once it starts bubbling, that's when I'll add the masala paste. So after adding the masala paste, I'll also add salt and water at this point of time. So water is, again, you check the consistency. If the sambar is becoming too thick, you will add more water to it. And definitely you will not be able to make any difference with this sambar and the regular sambar that we make with dal and tamarind paste or the tamarind extract. This is the lighter version of the sambar, and it is very easy going on your tummy. So I've added a little bit of jaggery here. So if you don't like sweetness in your sambar, you can also skip jaggery. And we'll let this sambar cook for about 10 minutes here. All we want is we want the veggies to be soft enough. So I'm doing a spoon check here. So I'm just taking a spoon and I'm going to put it through the veggies, and if it goes through easily, that's when the veggies are cooked. And now the sambar is ready to be served. This super delicious sambar is light on your tummy and it tastes very good with any South Indian breakfast or even with hot rice. So do try this recipe and tell me how you like it in the comment section, and also post a pic on my Instagram page, and like, share and subscribe to Feel Food Factor.